What's up everyone? My name is Mr. Assassin4312. Hey, finally, I got it. Alright. So, today I'm gonna be talking about the truth about my high school and why it's fucked. You guys are probably like, Michael, why are you reporting on this? Is this even allowed? By law, yes, it is allowed because I am telling you the truth about my high school and all that, and I don't really know. Okay, yeah. That's yeah. I am gonna be talking about the truth of my high school, which is they cover up everything. They sweep everything under the rug. They sweep everything under, and they don't give a shit about anybody, pretty much. Reason why I say this is because of the fact that I got my leg fucked up. Alright. My Achilles tendon and my calf muscle are both bruised because a fellow student decided that they would drop a table. I'm not even joking, a full-sized broken table down upon my leg. Now, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna bullshit, here's the full story on how this happened. So, I was walking back, I was running back to school 2 weeks ago, I do believe, yeah, 2 weeks ago, last Friday. 2 weeks ago, the Friday 2 weeks ago, which was the day that we were starting winter break. And, you know, I was running back to school because we're allowed to eat if we want to. Now, I was coming back from a friend's house. After eating, we were going back to school. Thank you, John. Yes, Canyon St. Clair was the person who dropped it down upon me. Yeah, dropped the table on me. Now, Canyon is a pretty big dude, so I heard while coming back, I heard that a bench was broken. I didn't know which I didn't know what bench was broken. I didn't know anything because Canyon is a big dude. He is a big dude. Not even joking about that. So his weight was holding up the table perfectly balanced. Now, another student by the name of Jacob, who I'm not gonna put any more details, but his name's Jacob. First name Jacob. Alright. And he and Canyon told me to Larry 2020. I don't remember Larry. Wait. On.
Team Deathmatch. Eliminate all Axis forces. Mission begins now.
Ah, you've got me, come here. Larry?
Hello.
What's up, man?
What's up?
Um,
I'm I'm actually joining you right now. I'm actually joining the game you're playing right now because I have it.
Alright, well, I'm streaming right now, so...
I know.
Alright, are you watching the stream right now?
No, I don't. No, I'm not watching it right now because I don't know how am I supposed to watch it. I'm playing the PS4 right now.
Well, is it okay if I continue what I was saying on the stream?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Alright.
Wait, here's just one thing I gotta tell you, Mr. Assassin.
Yeah, what's up, man?
What if I can just join you, but like what if I quit the party and then just join the game and so they can hear me?
It's fine, man. I mean, my stream can hear you no matter what. If you have the your audio switched to always allow for broadcasting. So yeah, if you do, you're
just one thing I gotta tell you. Do you know Phil Green?
Huh?
You know Phil Green? Oh, yeah, there you are.
I don't think so, but
He's a YouTuber that streams.
well then, I don't know.
That one.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go to game chat then. If that's,
Oh, dang it, I died. Okay, I'm just gonna leave the party and just, like, join you, not, like, talk.
Alright, cool.
Like, really talking the game.
Alright, man. Sounds good.
Okay, you can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I just killed someone again, and their name was Claymore. Why?
Oh yeah, I'm versus bots, so that's why.
Oh, dang it, I died. I'm taking over our control point. That one. There's double teaming on you a lot.
Alright, well, I'm gonna continue my stream if that's okay. So, yeah, me and my buddy are as again I said twice, running back to school because we thought we were late, like really late. So we were running back so then we wouldn't get a truancy ticket. Well, I mean, we probably would still, but I mean, I don't know, or called to the office. Who knows? So I'm running back. I don't know what bench is broken because, as I said, Canyon's weight was supporting it, keeping it up, keeping the broken bench up, like straight up, like balanced. So they told me to sit on the bench. When it was too late, like the second I got on the bench, I knew it was too late because I felt like Canyon's weight was supporting the balance of the bench, and when I got on the bench I realized it was too late. I'm fucked. So I get on the bench and he gets up. I fall down on my ass and my Achilles tendon and my calf were under the bench. My left leg, my damaged leg, was to the right a bit, like it was angled. So it was angled to the point where there is a type of like point, like a right angle type gash, like scrape on my calf, and there is a small scrape. I don't know what shape. Let me check right now, actually, because they're still there. Oh, just a type of horizontal, not vertical either. there's a type of angled, what's it called? Gash also. So my Achilles tendon and my calf muscle were scraped. And, you know, I actually could barely use my left leg. It was damaged to the point where I actually had to limp. I had a couple of friends actually help me up, and Jacob said that, oh, I'm fine. Like, oh, you're fine. And all that shit. I was limping. I could barely use my left leg, and needless to say, I was pissed. Alright. Needless to say, I was angry. So I try to get up. I limp to the doors to get into the school. And there is like a hallway type thing where it's not that close, but there's a space where you can go in warm, and then you would go through another set of doors to get to the get inside the cafeteria, which I think is cool. I like that little space. I'm not in it most of the time, but I know it, and it's cool. So I go in that little space, and I'm using the door, not the door. I'm using a what's it called? I'm using something to support myself. I'm all over the place. But there's a little space on the side, the right side, when you enter the little space. There's a spot where you can put your stuff and all that, your tray or whatever. I use that to actually support myself. I actually went to a space that, I limped to a space that, you know, didn't have anyone's stuff on it, and I used it to support myself. I could barely use my leg. And then I heard the bell ring. My bestest friend, which, shout out to her, she actually offered to help me up the steps and everything. Well, not up the steps, but to help me. I actually had to scale up the steps to my sixth period class. Needless to say, I wasn't having a great time doing so, because I was in pain, etc. So I'm scaling up these steps. I feel like I'm about to fall. I feel like I'm about to fall face forward onto steps. Needless to say, I didn't. No, I was good in that regard. But a teacher, my teacher, my computer concepts teacher, 6th period, yeah, she's also my math teacher, which is awesome. And yeah, she actually asked me, hey, Michael, are you okay? She saw me limping. I didn't know if she saw the scrapes or anything, but she saw that I was limping. She's like, are you okay? You need to go to the nurse or anything? I thought I was fine. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. My friend, because I was, over time, it was actually getting harder to sit still because of the pain. So, a friend of mine, which, her name's Kai. Shout out to Kai. They actually asked, hey, can I take Michael to the nurse because of his leg? The teacher said yeah, which, awesome. Good on her. So like, yeah. So Kai took me down to the nurse. They checked out my leg. Said like, oh, it's scraped, but I don't know if there's any internal damage. So they gave me this bogus ass wrap, like this little bandage wrap on my leg, and said, you can go to class, you can use the elevator and shit. I could still barely use my leg. I could still barely use my leg because, you know, it was still a pain in the ass to use. Alright. So, I'm like, whatever. I'm still mad because of it. So, I carry on to my 7th period class. Thank you. My 7th period class. And needless to say, I'm still fuming because the Canyon. How do I know you? I don't know. How do you know me, Metro? I don't know. But welcome to the channel. Sit back, relax, have a snack, and you'll be here for a while. If you want to be. I don't know if you want to be or not, but welcome. So, yeah, I'm still mad. I'm still mad about the table issue, and I'm walking in, I'm like limping in, I put my stuff down, and I'm still like, I'm in pain. I'm in pain. The classroom. I was pissed because he didn't get any repercussions for anything. Now, let me tell you the offenses that Mr. Canyon actually did. Destruction of property and assault. Both of these charges are actually punishable by law enforcement. You can get fined for destruction of property, but you can actually get jail time for assault. And
actually, the school already knew that the benches were faulty, and they just didn't replace them.
Yeah, which, let me tell you about the benches also.
They won't either because they're in debt.
Yeah, let me tell you about the benches also. The benches are actually heavily rusted, which means the support is fucked. Alright? When there's heavy rust, there's, like, the more rust that there is, the more, it's actually bad for the support. Because there's only one beam, and it's in the middle. When that breaks, the whole bench will go sideways, or in any direction. So, Canyon's a big dude. He was jumping on it and all that crap. It breaks, resulting in, yeah, it's fully metal. And because there was high rain in the spring and summer, fall and summer, alright?
They don't even check the benches.
They don't check the benches. There we go. Also, they don't check the benches.
The only benches that they take care of are the ones that
I was there when I saw it break.
Hey, Miss.
Yep.
Miss, if you got a new person watching your stream, and there's a new subscriber, that's me.
Oh, cool.
During the winter time, which...
Yeah, I'm also getting more white. I did join.
Awesome. But, yeah. As I was saying, heavy rust. They don't even use WD-40, which actually helps, which is actually a coat that, you know, deflects things that would make it rust. But you would have to do it monthly or yearly or weekly.
You have to do it every time that the rainy season comes, and depending how bad the rainy season is, it depends on how much you have to put the coat back on.
Yeah, so it depends. If it's high rain, high frost, anything. It depends on the weather.
The only time you would probably get away with it is if you live in the desert.
Yeah.
But we live in Wisconsin, so...
Yeah.
Very cold weather makes it rust faster, including lots of rain.
Yeah. Yeah. So, heavy rust, they don't even use WD-40, they don't check it anything. Which...
They don't even have cameras outside. Nothing.
They actually do.
Oh, now they do.
No, they've had a camera ever since the first day. They just don't fucking use it pretty much.
Wait, where is the camera though?
It's by the door. The
So all doors, basically.
yeah. And they don't give a shit.
Oh no, they won't even record bullying that's happening right in front of the camera. And they're like, what? There's no evidence.
That's
Like, clearly the
some
bullying's happening right in front of the fucking camera.
that's some bullshit.
Weird.
But yeah. That's another thing. They don't use their cameras pretty much, which is yeah.
They don't do their fucking I can
Which they also have resource officers that are in and out of the office.
24.
Yeah, pretty much 24/7. Yeah, they're in and out more than the principal, which says something. All right.
And a bunch of them comes over when like one little itsy bitty crump.
Yeah, there are resource officers in and out of the office more than there is in Chicago.
They haven't even reported, like, there was actually a threat last year. They didn't report it to the parents. They're like, oh, we're just gonna keep it secret. There was actually a school, like, another bomb threat or something, shooting threat, something that was going on last year. They didn't report to the parents. My mom said she was so mad.
Yeah. I actually took to Facebook about my leg injury. I actually took a picture about my of the rap, saying my leg is fucked, and I'm about to beat this Lion Kid's ass because I heard that Canyon was saying something, saying that he was like pushed off or whatever, which is a huge fucking lie. He got his fat ass up, and he stood up by himself, willingly stood up and watched me drop to the floor on my ass. Didn't even help me. He actually left. He said that I was okay. He asked me if I was okay, which was fucking bullshit. Two, dumb question. Sees me on my ass, doesn't give a shit, doesn't help me up, saying that it's like, oh, I'm fine, laughing his fat ass off. All right. And he has the audacity to lie to another student. I am fucking fuming. Alright, I actually yelled at him, cursed him out in front of a teacher. A teacher!
Did they even care?
No, you know what Miss Mall said?
Oh my god!
You know what Miss Mall said?
What did she say?
She said, are you seriously fighting with him? That's the exact words she said. That's the exact sentence she said.
Okay, so...
And I yelled out, yeah, because he's doing all this, he did all this without any repercussions. With any repercussions. Now, actually, it states in the school handbook that a violent offense is punishable by suspension.
By the way, they make you sign.
Which they also make your parents or legal guardian sign paperwork for this crap. And you have to sign it also. Thank you. I remember having to sign all this crap at the beginning of the year. And same with the Chromebooks and all that crap. And it's complete fucking bullshit that they're actually going against their own terms, sweeping all this crap under the rug. And actually, the punishment that Mr. Canyon actually got was a full week of lunch detentions.
And he should have gotten suspended.
He actually should have gotten expelled for destruction of property, which is a offense against the state. You have to actually pay a hefty fine for it.
Oh no, the school won't do that. They're too lazy.
For this crap, so they say, hey, you have to do all this crap. You have to do all these lunch detentions. That is all you have to do. When in reality, he actually should have gotten jail time for assault. He actually committed assault and battery with a weapon because he actually used that chair as a weapon. Call it bullshit, but it's actually against the law.
He also knew that the table was broken and didn't warn you.
Yeah, that too. He also didn't warn me.
I mean, you heard that there was a table broken.
I heard
but you
about
didn't know which
the
one.
table. I didn't know which one. So he told me to get on the table. Actually, it was assault with a deadly weapon, because that table is fully metal, and I could have, if I was sitting in a certain, I probably, but it wasn't that severe, so I was fine. I didn't need a tetanus shot or anything. I was good. But yeah, he committed assault with a deadly weapon, which by law is jail time. 100% jail time. No beating around the bush there. That is straight jail time. He didn't get jail time. He didn't get a slap on the wrist. Nothing. He got lunch detentions. Which is like telling a toddler to go into the corner. It doesn't mean jack shit.
And he's most likely gonna do it again.
He will do it again because it's Canyon.
Oh, I just remembered that high school. I hated it so much. So very much.
Yeah. And it's bullshit.
They don't even notify the parents anymore about anything that goes on in the school.
Yeah.
They're like, oh no, if we don't say anything, nothing will happen. And then when the parents find out, they're like, are you serious? My mom almost pulled me out of that school so many times, it's ridiculous.
Also, another, yeah, a thing about that, actually. The only way my mom found out about the broken bench and anything is that I posted the full story on Facebook.
Yeah, that's how I found out too.
And that is the only way my own mother found out about this ordeal. That is the only way my mother found out. And they didn't even notify my mom. And when she was pulling me out of the freaking
School. Office.
pulling me out of the office, telling me to go home, like pulling me out of the office, like pulling me out of school, I got a slip and everything. No, actually, my friend Morgan, shout out to Morgan, actually, also. Big shout out to Morgan. She's actually my old neighbor, so shout out to her. She knows I do YouTube, I think, yeah. So she knows what I do. So big shout out to her. Big shout out. She is true friend. And friggin' so she actually went into the classroom, said, "Hey Michael, you're getting picked up." And I'm like, "Awesome." And I'm like, "Awesome, great. I'm leaving. I'm going to the ER, get my leg checked out, seeing if I need a tetanus shot or not." Which, when I was thinking about that, I wasn't exactly pleased because I'm terrified of shots. All right, that's yeah. Plus, I had to go to my girlfriend's house that day to visit. That didn't help. Yeah. When I went to the ER, they actually gave me a better rap. Everything. It was awesome. It was great. So
I can tell you about some, like, the nurses they have there aren't actually technically actual nurses. They're not. No, they're actually just random people. There's like one actual nurse that went through training.
that is against the law.
I know, but that's the middle school and the elementary school too. Not to mention, you know how I know this? Because remember when I told you I was sick for the 2 weeks and my mom, and they said, "Oh, no, you're fine," because my fever hadn't kicked in, but I was showing signs of being sick and everything. Once my mom found out about that, she took me to the emergency room.
ER.
ER, whatever thing. And they found out that I had hand, foot, and mouth, and all that shit. Couldn't go to school for 2 weeks, and then they're like they didn't send me my homework or anything, which they're supposed to do. So I had to come back on the last day before winter break to get my homework, and even then they didn't have it ready for me. They're like, oh, sorry, we didn't have your homework ready.
Oh yeah, in the high school they don't like send
No.
you your homework or anything. You have to actually do
No.
that yourself.
No, but my mom called them and they said that they would do it. My mom's like, hey, I'm gonna go pick up my daughter's homework. And when she went there, they didn't have it ready for her. And my mom was so mad. So I had to come back on the last day because I didn't know when winter break was gonna start. But anyways, the office, the principals or whatever, no, we had our old principal.
Who?
I don't know, but his son could get away with murder. The principal, like, did not care what his son did. And I heard his son did pretty messed up things in the high school, so.
I bet.
Anywho. I don't remember what I was saying. Great. ADHD. What was I
Yeah, about that. You're good. But yeah, so.
Oh shit. Would be fun out there.
No shit, really?
The murderer himself.
But yeah, going back on topic. What the fuck was I talking about now? What the hell? But yeah, I was talking this. Yeah, ER. They actually give me a better rap to put me on this. They give me this med, which doped me the fuck up because
that
of
was fun to deal with.
because of the fact that I don't take medication for shit. I don't take medication for shit. If I have allergy problems and my mom's like, you need to take ibuprofen, no, Benadryl.
Take ibuprofen.
I won't take that shit. I'll be like, nah, I'm good, chief.
You won't even take ibuprofen.
I won't
Not
take
even
shit.
If you're like hurting.
Unless I absolutely need to. Like if I have a splitting migraine and I need medication, I will fucking do that shit. Like, I don't want that pain in my life. Fuck that. So, yeah. Oh, there went the other broken ass fuck controller. Yeah, fuck that. I don't care about that. That can, get buried.
I can get buried. Shut up! You had it last.
What marker?
The red one, the red trophy.
Oh, I don't have it.
No, it disappeared off the face of the earth. Again. That's pretty normal. Unless my brother has it, and then we're both fucked.
But yeah, they actually when my mom was pulling me out of the office, they actually questioned her. They were actually shocked. I said, because a student, Canyon, because I said Canyon's full name. I said Canyon, blah blah blah. It's in the chat, guys. You can. I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna say it. You guys can look through the chat to see his full name. I don't give a fuck. Which he actually uses. He's so fucking retarded. He actually uses his full name and his usernames.
Oh, dear God, help.
I'm like, are you high?
Find a good way to get a soccer.
No, he actually can't get a relationship to save his life.
Oh, no wonder why.
Plus, he's a hillbilly.
You're kidding.
He's a fucking hillbilly.
I had a bunch of those in my class.
And actually, when I was in the middle school, when I was going through, I actually wanted to be a girl, and I've talked about this on the channel, and it was a really personal time for me. Word spread through the fucking school, through my grade. I don't care that it spread through. That's not the thing that I care about.
It's 2019, people get over
It's 2019.
Was.
Well, it was 2019 back then. You heard it with 5th graders 2 years ago. He's that desperate. Thank you, John. Yeah, I've seen the chats. I know. Thank you for that information. I don't give a shit about it though. But yeah. But yeah. Oh, Larry left. All right. Crap. Sorry, Larry. But I mean, you a good person though. Not bad. But yeah. Actually, the fact that the school is covering it up, putting it under the rug and shit, is actually a federal offense against the Board of Education.
Oh, but they did far worse. I should know that. Ew, that's the bad part. They
Yeah. A staff member actually when my girlfriend was in the high school, this staff member actually bullied the shit out of my girlfriend to the point where it was actually brought up on the office, like at the office.
And this is when the new principals came over, and
yeah,
they had no clue who I was or anything.
Yeah, didn't know about her problems, anything.
Yeah, they didn't even know I had depression.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I don't like that teacher.
Which the teacher's still at the high school, let me just say.
She was supposed to leave last year.
She was supposed to retire last year, but she didn't.
And she was actually she was supposed to be early retired when I was a junior, which is the year that she did this crap. So technically, she's overstaying her welcome.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for any student who has her, because she.
And actually, Miss Bus actually put her hands on me.
Oh, yeah.
You remember this shit?
Mm-hmm.
She fucking tapped me on the shoulder hard as fuck. Without permission. Without permission, may I add.
Yeah, like, and she's an IEP teacher, keep this in mind, and she's
And
not supposed to
she
do
tapped
that.
me on the shoulder hard as fuck in math class because I was looking up on the desktops that we have. We have our own desktops for pre-algebra.
Yeah, pre-algebra, which also sucks, man.
It sucks dick, yeah.
It's awful. I failed it twice.
I actually tried my best in that class,
I couldn't.
but I fucking couldn't. I suck dick in math. I'm gonna stay pre-algebra my whole life.
Like, I couldn't because of my ADHD and my eyesight was so horrible by
It's not-
looking at the computer.
For me, it's not that. It's the fact that, like, I actually, like,
I do better on paper than I do on
I
computer.
do it on paper. I actually write down all the shit and everything.
I do
Plus,
too, but
Plus, I actually have autism, meaning I have all these symptoms of autism. I can't speak, like, I can't ask help. Like, I actually can't ask help, meaning I can't stand up for myself and I can't speak for myself. Which that is a fucking issue for me.
yeah, with Miss
Huge
Fox, I
issue
kinda
for
had
me.
to learn how to stand up for myself, which also led me to getting wrongfully suspended twice.
Yeah, that's a load of bullshit too.
Because a fucking idiot classmate of mine who was I was somehow friends with, I don't know how, which also he's not mentally right in the head, by the way, he's moved. He said something that was very suggestive to hurting the teachers, and then me and my friend at the time got blamed for it. And then this boss decided to say I can't really say it.
You were a slut.
Yeah, and a whore.
Yeah.
And I was not appropriate. And I'm like, she was telling this to everyone's parents, may I tell you. And I switched IEP teachers with Miss Mull.
Who doesn't do jack shit for me. May I add.
She didn't do it for me either.
She actually helps everyone else in the class.
Miss Palmer is... She's awesome. She gives you coffee and hot cocoa. That's the only way I survived high school. I'm afraid to tell you that.
And yeah, Miss Small, my IEP teacher actually, doesn't help me. She's actually my case manager.
Oh yeah, that's great.
She's actually my case manager, which just...
Keep in mind, her and the school done worse shit to me too. About sweeping shit under the rug too. And it wasn't just the Miss Bus incident, it was a bunch. Yeah, it was about... I'm not gonna... I don't care.
Alright.
I mean, I blocked that dude on every social media, and also I can't say his YouTube name because his YouTube name is pretty close to his actual name. It's also his nickname that he went by at the time. Yeah, so...
But yeah, all this stuff they're doing is actually against code of law for the fucking... For everything, actually.
Trust me,
for
the school's done much
all this
worse.
shit. And
I'm one of the people that they fucked over.
it's
Amazingly.
such bullshit that... Plus they're in debt, which...
Huge
Another issue.
And they said, like...
If you're gonna run a school, why are you so much in fucking debt? Granted, I don't know about your problems. I don't give a shit about your problems, alright? Unless they involve me. Which they are actually involving me.
Oh yeah, they don't have enough room in the cafeteria. There's people that have to sit on the fucking floor.
Yeah.
And they said 2 years ago, oh yeah, we're gonna make the cafeteria bigger.
They never fucking did that.
There's
and
no-
it's such bullshit.
There's no books in the library. They fixed the library. It's not. It can't be even called the library anymore. It's like...
It's the LMC.
Yeah,
but
but that still stands for the library. And
library.
there was something else that they did.
uh,
I don't remember. Oh, another thing they tried covering up. So you know that glass ceiling that's in the middle of everything?
yeah.
That collapsed, actually. They didn't tell anyone. So they had this big barrier that prevented anyone from going underneath it. The snow made it almost collapse, and it was like that for a half a year.
That
Half a
is
year. And they
bullshit.
said they were going to fix it during spring break. Never did. So, not only did they have, like, a bunch of cover-ups, but they also covered up something that was a hazard that should have closed the fucking school until it was fixed. But they didn't fix it. So, there's so many things wrong with that school. I'm still very pissed at the school.
Which actually, the principals could actually go to jail for this shit.
Oh yeah.
Either that or
Especially
prison.
Especially for the other thing that they did to me,
The incident. Yeah.
which I don't care if it's talked about because I mean the school needs to be sued so
Yeah.
badly,
So
very badly.
my mom is actually taking legal action for my leg injury because they didn't give a rat's ass about my leg injury.
Oh, trust me.
They pretty much smacked me on the ass and told me to go back to class. Put a fucking hefty band-aid and told me to fuck off pretty much.
My mom could go and sue them with your mom, and it would be so screwed over. It would be ridiculous.
Which, yeah. The fact that I'm posting this on YouTube stating all the shit that they are actually committing, they don't have any legal room. But the fact that I'm using language close to a drunk Russian is stupid on my part. I'll agree with that. But I mean, I don't care at this point. I'm my own
I can
person.
just remember my friend Hannah saying to the new transfer student, I think, saying, "Welcome to this lovely high school where all the staff are stupid and don't do jack shit." And then the staff members look at Hannah saying, "Thanks, Hannah. Please don't put your input in."
Not wrong though.
I know. She's like, "This school will fuck you over." And oh boy, does it ever. It's so stupid.
Which, also, on a more darker note, you don't care, do you?
No, I don't.
No, you don't. Alright, so, last year, I think, yeah.
Yeah, last year.
Last year, during
It was November.
it was November, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you can put your headphones on if you
Now,
want.
like,
Alright.
if my mom goes to court, I'm going to have to relive it, so.
Sorry. So, yeah. There was a person by the name of Dylan? Yeah, Dylan. Who... Yeah, there's no nice way of saying this. There is, but it's... he was being a bit too touchy in a way.
When we were at a friend's sleepover.
When they were at a friend's sleepover.
There's a whole story to this that I couldn't really explain because it would get a whole lot more people in trouble. But technically, I had to get the cops involved.
Yeah.
And I had a warrant that said...
Warrant for a restraining order, actually. Yeah, restraining order.
That said he couldn't be 100 feet near me. But since it wasn't official, the police said that they had to follow this. The school had to. So
the school had to follow this, yeah.
They had to notify all staff members, and they didn't do that.
The staff weren't, what's it called? They weren't notified, they weren't anything.
Only part of the teachers.
Only part.
Only the teachers I told. Like, at first they took it seriously, but because there wasn't any evidence of this.
Quote-unquote evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, kid being too touchy, cops were involved. There was a restraining order put in place for a fucking reason, guys. Keyword. Restraining order. Alright.
There was only a few teachers who took this seriously.
Yeah.
And then, here's the thing, because they're concerned about the situation, should have notified me because we were on a field trip. So my quote-unquote old friend, he was begging me. He's like, "Can you please come to this trip? I don't want to go alone." Blah blah blah, all that crazy shit.
Yeah.
But so I signed up and I was worried. I'm like, well, as long as Nate's not going with this one, and then this person won't go with either. But what the school neglected,
Neglected.
to tell me was, or notify me that the person who I have a restraining order against was coming on the field trip. So, and these are the teachers that know about what happened. They did absolutely nothing. They allowed him to sit behind me. He touched my hair. So when I went to complain to Miss Mall, actually,
Which...
she said, well, go talk to the principals about it. I'm like, what are they gonna do? They can't do jack shit. I'm like, I decided, like, whatever. And
He actually sat behind you in graduation also.
yeah, he sat behind me in graduation. And also, worst part, Nate was my best friend during this, and they said I was lying. And they were technically right next to me when this was happening. Sound asleep. He
also, not Nate, Dylan, played fucking retarded. He played dumb.
No offense, I'm going to say this. He also has a form of autism, but he uses it as an excuse. And also he uses that I'm a female as excuse, which drives me bad. I'm like, this is why people have trouble trusting the LGBT, because of people like you, kid. And I hate it, and I don't like people like that. Unfortunately, you can't tell what kind of person they are till it's too late.
Yeah.
But basically, they swept it under the rug. They tried shutting me up. And they successfully done that, but if I bring my mom into it, that's gonna have to be discussed in court, and then it's just gonna open a bunch of other things, and it's like, so stupid. I hate that school so much. It honestly, in my freshman year of high school, was pretty good. I mean, the only thing that was problematic was you had to put your phone in the bin.
We don't have to do that now.
Yeah, I know. But now that now they have security cameras that they don't even fucking use.
Yeah, we made that point.
I mean, and then they have like all these, like, they get into everyone's business basically, and
Oh! Another point I wanted to make. Sorry. Another point they wanted to make. So there's this website called Securely, which is yeah, it's technically illegal because there is actually a thing which is against the law of federal law of Board of Education, federal rule from the Board of Education, stating that this shit can't be put in play. It's put in play. So this thing, it's called fuck, I don't remember, but it's a thing where teachers can monitor students' screens. They can move, which technically this is actually classified as a hack, which is against federal law, may I add. This is against actual federal law, which you can actually get jail time for. And I apologize for my quick scopes also. They're garbage, I know. I need to work better on them. But, which Chicago had this thing too, but they weren't allowed to move your tabs and all that. They're able to close tabs, they're able to move you to what you need to do. They're able to check your full history, which that's been a thing. That's always been a thing. Nobody gives a shit about that. Which I actually told when I was in 7th grade. This was I was in a very big rebellious stage, both in 7th grade and 8th grade. Mostly 8th grade, but 7th grade, So there's this teacher who is of Asian descent. Don't know why I said that. It doesn't really matter for the story, but just saying. This teacher wouldn't take no shit for anything. Alright.
basically really strict.
Not really.
Kind of.
But follows rules and is, yeah. So, bleh. I don't fucking know how to say it. Strict but not strict. There we go. Strict but not strict. Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a thing? Yeah. I don't fucking know. But yeah. This teacher was like, Are you doing what you need to do? I'm like, yeah, I am. I wasn't. I was playing video games. What do you expect? What do you expect? It's me we're talking about. And it's like, if I checked your, and she's like, she says this shit, like, all the time. She's like, oh, really? So, if I check your history, you're good? And I'm like, well, fuck yeah, I am. I did not say that in the same way. Of course not. But what do you think I am? No, I didn't say it. No, I didn't say it in that same exact way. Thank God, otherwise I would have gotten suspended. Or sent to the office. I'm like, yeah. No. So, she didn't call my bluff. Not bluff. She didn't catch that I was lying. So she's like, alright. It's like, yeah, Michael, are you doing your stuff? Yeah. So if I check your history, you're good? Yeah. You sure? Yeah. Alright, fine, I'm gonna check your history. I don't know if she checked my history or not. But she said this famous line, and I quote, if I catch that you are not on what you're supposed to be on, you will be sent to the office.
And yet they never do it.
They didn't send me to the office. And I actually see this teacher daily. for subs and all that. So I'm like, oh, cool. Hi. She doesn't recognize me too.
Oh.
You have
I know
Dead
what
Island?
you're talking about, but I'm not 100% sure.
It's female.
I know, yes, I know who you're talking about, but I'm not sure.
So
That just reminded me back into
Oh, you
Freshman
still have
year.
that game.
where Miss Bus would, because she always thought I was on something I wasn't supposed to be. So, my Chromebook goes all the way down flat. Like,
didn't she actually break it?
no, that was the school. The school broke my Chromebook. Like,
Which, yeah, they don't give a shit about your stuff.
that's why I kept it. I'm like,
They don't
I'm gonna
care.
keep my Chromebook
If
so
you-
don't break it.
One of my friends actually, of course, in middle school you have to give back your
And also
Chromebook
they
and all
make
that,
you pay for it too, and
which is
didn't buy
retarded.
because you didn't buy it first of all, and second of
But
all,
apparently it's part of contract and all that.
But
Suck my dick. I don't care.
technically, but first of all, we didn't want Chromebooks. First of all, so
You wanted tablets and all that.
yeah, and so why are you making us pay for something that we didn't want? Anyways, so when Miss Bus, she would slam my Chromebook down flat onto the table to check what I was doing.
Keyword
How I was doing.
check.
Yeah. And I'm like, I looked at her, I'm like, what the heck? And she's like, I'm just making sure you're doing what you're supposed to do. And I'm like, well, are you satisfied? You almost broke my Chromebook, so, I mean,
Which, yeah, every time you actually give back your Chromebook, because you're supposed to, technically
I did.
speaking,
I didn't.
your shit breaks. I don't know if my stuff broke. My old Chromebook, we got new ones. I don't care if it broke or not. It's not my worry. I don't care.
They broke my keyboard, so they gave me another broken Chromebook that wouldn't even turn on, and I'm like, yeah, this Chromebook's not working either. So they gave me a completely brand new one. So I didn't have to fix it because they knew that they were at fault. Because I didn't do crap, and they couldn't fix the other Chromebook for some reason, either that or...
For some reason.
So the Chromebook I have now is actually brand new, technically speaking. And I got, what year? Sophomore year, maybe? So yeah, not even a year of having my original Chromebook, they damaged it. Like, a bunch of my keys for typing and everything would not work. And I'm like, I don't know what to do about it. So, yeah, they're not really responsible for their crap.
They're not responsible for anything.
I mean, and then they have, in the beginning of this year, they have this problem where students can't even log into their Chromebook. I didn't have that problem because, one, I didn't even use my actual Chromebook. I used my home computer. I brought my own laptop, basically. And the time that I think for the first couple of days, I used my Chromebook, and it worked perfectly fine because I kept it home. Well, the school has a bad habit of renewing our emails. At least junior and sophomore year, not sophomore year, senior year.
Yay, I won.
From like the first 10, they failed miserably. Half of our tutorials were deleted. So the
That's
seniors
dumb.
that year had to work so hard to get what they lost back. Second time they did it, they actually did it correctly. And they made us like have to save everything into this new folder or whatever, or
New folder.
I don't know what they had as
Oh my
Dude.
god.
but they made the students do it, and basically if you didn't finish it by this deadline, everything was wiped clean.
Which is dumb. That's
know.
you're pretty much setting your own
couldn't
students
understand,
for
like-
failure.
I'm like, why do you want to change the email now? just why? We had this email since basically elementary, middle school, and now all of a sudden you're like, yep, time to change it. I was so mad. And then they did the same crap.
Which, yeah, I actually asked last year in 8th grade if I could actually transfer some files onto my phone. Because I had a charger too, because I thought they were gonna get wiped clean.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't, by the way. Which was my books that I made, because I make books and all that. They're actually pretty good. I'm using Grammarly, so you're welcome.
I don't have OCD over that.
You're welcome.
You have OCD.
You said that you hate my typing, my
didn't.
style and crap.
No, I didn't. That was somebody else. I said. I actually don't remember what I said, but I know I didn't say that. I said you had a lot of grammar mistakes. That's pretty much it, though. That's the only thing that bugs me. Trust me, I deleted all my books because they had so many mistakes. I'm like, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna unpublish these and delete them. So that's it.
Blood.
So I mean, I hated my own books, so I deleted them. That's kind of sad, actually.
I didn't like mine, but at the same time I kept them because I'm like, all right, I'll edit them in the past.
And this other place I write my books, I don't even know how to work it. I'm like, how do you post things? It doesn't even work. So kudos to whoever can do that. Because I don't know how. And that website is the only place I actually talk to other writers. So, I mean... No! What do you want? Oh my gosh, you mumble too much. There you go. That was a fail. Right there! Did you not see it?
Because it's in other white objects. Like a white male mixed in with other white males.
Alex, what do you need? Kiddo, that's quick. What? Aw, no, you only need one. Last time I checked. Wait, what? Oh yeah, that one person was what?
I want backwards.
Where is it?
I want backwards.
Yeah, they're out by you.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. No? Okay. Well, you just bitch. Okay.
Can you shut the door, honey? Honey?
What?
Can you shut the door?
Why do you...
What?
Nothing. My dad's yelling.
I heard that and I'm like, oh, shut the door now. Well, we still can.
Yeah.
They lie. They've actually committed several felonies.
Oh yeah.
They've committed several felonies to the point it actually shouldn't be an open school.
No, we'll wait till next year because the Palmyra kids, right?
Oh.
Yeah, we have so many students in our school, and we're getting more students from a school that's shutting down because they don't have enough students, quote unquote. And yet there's 3 schools who are getting these students. So I say that's a bunch of BS. I just think that their school is just so bad that they have to remake the school.
Maybe.
Or
I don't
rebuild
know.
it or something.
I
I don't know.
don't fucking know. But, yeah. Yeah, my mom wants to actually sue the school.
I can't blame her.
I can't blame her either. Actually, fun fact, since that incident, my balance has been bad.
I know.
Like, it's been horrible to the point I thought I was gonna fall down the stairs at one point.
You're afraid to go down my stairs as it is.
I'm afraid to go downstairs in general.
I know.
Because I feel like I'm gonna fall and break something. That's never happened to me before.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Your leg is still technically healing, so.
But yeah, and plus my my balance is actually bad as it is, to the point where I could actually be confused for a drunk person. That's how bad my balance is overall. To the point I actually sway. I have to look at the fucking ground. Otherwise, I will sway from left to right. And it's it's fucked. I can't control this shit either. I can't control it. So, the fact that all this crap is happening, and the fact that they're not even doing anything about it. They're not even helping. They're not even supporting. Nothing.
Honestly,
We actually got an email stating